What's good, everybody? What's happening? This is your boy Flawless, back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Don't play. You already know what time it is. Man, you guys put down some precision this fantasy football draft season. I've seen some lineups that I am wholeheartedly happy about. I can tell that a good deal of flawless fantasy football trinkets mixed in with your own personal likes on your draft teams this season. And that's what I like to see. I don't want to, you don't have to draft all my players. You know, I want to see your own individualism in there as well. But also, you know, you're putting some respect on Flawless name. You know what I'm saying? You're putting some nice respect on it. And you're actually taking stock and believing in what your boy said. I really appreciate that. It's a nice mix of goodness. So, like I said in my YouTube short the other day, I really wish everybody a great fantasy season. And I'm going to be with y'all week to week, doing waiver wires, transactions, who's blooming. And we try to catch those blooms before other people do so we can maximize our team's points, right? And be able to collect up as many W's as possible so we can what? Say it with me, get that bye week? Yeah. And watch half the teams go away? Yeah, exactly. While you're posted up because you had a great season, so you got a nice bye week when you finish in the top two. So, there's not much going on in the NFL right now. Everybody's gearing up for the Thursday night game. Buffalo and the Rams. And should be a high-scoring game. Now, I don't know if any of you, I can't remember if any of you guys have Buffalo or Rams as your defensive special teams. But look, I'd advise you not to play these two because if you do, you're gonna be having to rely on a kick return or a special teams touchdown or defensive touchdown in order to get some points because I anticipate this being a high-scoring game. So it's not much going on in the NFL right now. Mitch Trubisky's gonna be the starter as anticipated. You know, everybody's up and play and ready to go. That's supposed to be ready to go. Only a little bit as far as it goes to flawless fantasy. A little bit of Lazard action out there that he's questionable. We don't know for sure what's actually going on. It's an undisclosed injury while he had missed practice and was practicing on the side. Wednesday, they have to have the official undisclosure, so to speak. So we'll be able to know what it was because they don't have to say it until basically Wednesday for this week. So we'll see what happens. Again, guys, I really appreciate you guys' support. A lot of my day ones and a lot of your newer supporters. I'm gonna tell you one thing, you know what I'm saying? Just you newer supporters, man, you guys strike a chord in my heart, man. I'm gonna be honest with you because my old supporters and then they day ones and stuff like that, and that feels good. That feels real good. They comment, and I feel like I've talked to them for a long time. But I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm talking to each one of you that's listening. I have my own life too, so I'm doing other stuff and everything. And it's like when you do a video, kind of like, all right, you're gonna push through and do this video. You do all this little research or whatever, you put it out there, and then somebody listens to your video or maybe one or two videos prior to, and they jump in the comments and say, hey man, I enjoy your energy and you know what I'm saying. I love what you what you're spitting out there, and man, I just start. What he said, I jumped on while you were doing your mock drafts, and I've been binging all your videos. I mean, it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, that really means a lot to me when somebody, and I've had several people tell me that, at the end of the day, I just be 100 with you guys, and I just talk, and I say how I feel. I don't try to fluff you up, you know what I'm saying? I take levels of conviction with certain players and against certain players. I don't walk the fence, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. The most I walk a fence is giving somebody a yellow. That means outside of that, I like them or I don't like them. So It's just that simple. So, and again, nobody hits on everything, but guess what? I'm the one that sit up here and is willing to do the unconventional. Because when you got everybody and all these fantasy football content creators and they're walking the same walk, talking the same talk, they walking off the same bridge. These are the same people that's had CMC number 1 and number 2, number 1 all the last season. They still got him at number 2. Some of them got him at number 1. A lot of them got him at number 1. I've seen. They even bucked it and say, screw Jonathan Taylor, even when CMC done screwed him. Now look, CMC gonna put juice in when he in there. But you better make sure you got some running back, you know what I'm saying, juice behind it. You know, so it is what it is. But it's a team effort. It's not about one player. It's a team freaking effort. All right, enough of me running my mouth, man. Let's get to the teams. You know, I got to report to y'all. You know, I have 3 teams this season, okay? The first one was I did a week and a half ago. It was called Going Postal. It's a Yahoo Fantasy Football League. And it's a work league. 12 people, 12 owners. And matter of fact, guys, actually, to be totally honest with you, it's 2 girls in here. 2 women in here. Now, look, you know, I'm not going to get crazy. Here go one right here. Strip snack. And another one, pigskin princess. I don't play neither. There's me, Team Profit. Now, as you can see, you guys know me as flawless, obviously. But when I do my fantasy football stuff, I'm always Team Profit or Profit such and such, and with a year behind it or whatever, because that's the way that's my team name been since 2001. So I'm not going to change up that brand about myself. So it's Team Profit versus Stingray. Rug Stingray. Sorry about that. It's a 12-team standard. It's a 12-team standard. Now, I know a lot of people don't play standard, but to each his own. You know, the second league that I'm in that I did this past weekend was a half-point PPR, but we'll get into that next. What I first wanted to let you guys know that I was the number 1 spot. I was actually, I want to say I was assisting somebody in a draft that I assist. I think my boy Derek, I was assisting him in a draft at the time when it was about my time to draft because he drafted an hour before me. So I was making sure he was good, you know, and he was, you know, making the good selections and everything, and he's following the flawless plan, and he's gonna freaking win this year. He was knocking on the door last year. One mistake kind of cost them. They kind of, you know, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna put his business out there. But I really appreciate everybody truly buying into the flawless plan this year. You know, Kanoa Built actually won the. He was one of the ones that won the actual huge announcement contest, and the Russell Gall. But you know what I'm saying. So he got his assistance as well, and I helped my son, not my 9-year-old son, my adult 25-year-old son. His team's Baby Profit. He got a league, and Casey, a guy named Casey Arrowhead, I helped him out, and John Scotty, I help him year to year. So everybody's pretty much bought into what's going on. Anyway, enough all that, because I want to create some winners this year, and I want to be able to show the world that, look, you can do this. You can have this flawless level of conviction and still make things happen. Let's get into it. Let's go to Team Profit. No. Let's just go to draft results. Okay, now, I was number 1. So here you go right here, Team Profit, right? 12-man league. Start to left. Jonathan Taylor went. Christian McCaffrey went. Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler went at the 4. Mind you, this is a standard league. Najee Harris went at the 5. Dalvin Cook, Devontae, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, Nick Chubb, Leonard Fournette. Then it got to come back up, okay? Then the double ups was Leonard Fournette and then Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp went first pick in the second. Alvin Kamara, Justin Jefferson, Chase, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce, Saquon Barkley, Tyreek Hill, and Mr. 17, Joshua Allen. So Joshua Allen is paired with Jonathan Taylor. So unfortunately for them, Flawless actually has the number one running back from last year, which not to say he'll finish number one this year, but just a solid stud. I've birthed Jonathan Taylor. You guys, I had him from his rookie year, had him in second year in 2 leagues, 2 of my 3 leagues last year. So I'm very fond of Jonathan Taylor. He's very fond of me. He's very fond of me. He loves me. All right, so let's get past that. So we got Jonathan Taylor, Josh Allen in second. So it's my turn to go back to back. So of course it's time for wide receiver, right? So of course I go Mike Williams. I'm going to practice what I preach, guys. I'm not going to sit up here and recommend you guys to do something that I won't do. Javonte Adams went all the way in the third. And guess what? That's pretty good, pretty good juice right him to get him. That guy's my manager right there, Joe, or supervisor. Deebo Samuel went next. Some people say, oh my God, you should have picked him. It's like, I don't freaking want Javonte Williams. He's not a part of my draft strategy. Having Mike Williams was, okay? You're not going to be able to have everybody. We've heard me say that plenty of times already. You're not going to have everybody. You got to make the best of your team. So Javonte Williams was second pick in the third. Deebo, Zeke, Elijah Mitchell, James Conner, Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs was very early. Or more early than usual. David Montgomery, Pittman. Even though I can see Josh Jacobs being TD dependent and putting some nice numbers up. Mark Andrews went in the third by Beantown, which is Russ. And Kyle Pitts, DJ Moore. Round 4. Antonio Gibson went. This was right after the Robinson actually had his issue. That was like, maybe 2 days afterwards or something like that. So Antonio Gibson's stock went right back up, and somebody picked him in his first pick in the second round and fourth round. Justin Herbert went in the fourth. Now, some people are going to say, oh, you could have had Justin Herbert. Yeah, could have. But that doesn't mean that somebody in the second or third didn't want Josh Allen. Because, mind you, I wouldn't have got another pick again until late third. So that don't necessarily even mean Justin Herbert would have been there. But I don't care about no ifs and whiffs, but, it is what it is. I got my guy. Keep it moving. Justin Herbert in the fourth. Justin Herbert, A.J. Dillon, Cortland Sutton, Mr. Russ here. That's Beantown. That's his name. He's a good friend of mine. He's a loyal. He's the one that actually won one of the contests too, and so he knows my players as well. So he made sure he was doing some nice sniping. But that's okay. Your boy Flawless still came out good, very nicely. Jalen Water went 4-4. Cortland Sutton, Kyler Murray, George Kittle, Dallas Goedert, Allen Robinson, Darren Waller, T. Higgins, and there goes in the late fourth round. Got my guy Gabe Davis, so that completes my stack of Rooney. Gabe Davis scored double-digit TDs this year. Guess what? You guys will know that, hey, Flawless was talking about him for months on 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 months. End. Gabe Davis is actually one of my wide receivers. When I did a YouTube short last year saying that he was going to pop off. But they kept playing games with Emmanuel Sanders, so it delayed his growth. But that's okay. He's here now. He's here to stay. So I had double picks. I actually was going to do both my teams in the same video, but I'm just going to slice it just to one. I'm going to do the top 8, and I'm going to finish out who I picked the rest of the way. So I had double picks here. I had Gabe Davis as my wide receiver 2. And I'm sorry, 2. Right? Yeah. 1, 2, yeah. Wide receiver 2. What was it? Yeah, 2. I remember ain't that good, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. Running back, wide receiver. Okay. Damn it. All right. Okay. Back at it. Stop playing around. All right. So, that's rounds 1 through 3. So my wide receiver 2 was Gabe Davis had back-to-back picks. Now I thought about, my next two picks, I was eyeing, Metcalf went, mind you, this is standard league. Metcalf was still there. And you guys know I feel that he's going to definitely be a low-end wide receiver. One, he'll have a productive season because he's freaking Desiree Catherine Metcalf. And no, don't you call him Desiree Catherine because he's too huge and he'll probably destroy you. But he respects me, so he allows me to call him Desiree or Catherine. So, I picked DK Metcalf, but I'm going to tell you something what happened. As soon as I picked him, Joe's definitive team, he snap drafted Breece Hall. It was like 2 seconds after. It made me feel some type of way, almost like I picked the wrong person. But at the end of the day, Breece Hall is not the starter. I did not want to wait. And knowing I was going to get wide running backs later, I was okay with it. So my wide receiver core is very nice. I have DK Metcalf as my wide receiver 3 that I drafted. Breece Hall, Keenan Allen went. Keenan Allen needed to go this way. That's just late. That's good because this ain't PPR and he's allergic to touchdowns, scoring 7 or 8 touchdowns, so it's good. He needed to go here. Y'all know I can't stand Keenan Allen. Patrick Mahomes went in the 5th. Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, Zach Ertz, Travis Etienne went in the 5th. And Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, that's around about right. Rashad Bateman, Jerry Jeudy. And beginning of the first round, Juju, Hunter Renfrow, Ramondre Stevenson. Look, there's Russ again, Beantown doing some nice sniping. But he is a New England Patriots fan, so I'll let him have that. Cam Akers went in the 5th. Kirk Cousins, pretty high. That's a girl pick right there, Kirk Cousins. Maybe she likes the way he look. I don't know. Miles Sanders, trash pick. And Brandon Cooks, McLaurin, J.K. Dobbins, Aaron Rodgers, Dalton Schultz, and there's team profit picking Alan Lazard late 6th. So it was sometimes when I be going Alan Lazard early and stuff like I was doing in the mocks and stuff, but I couldn't pass up on DK Metcalf right there. And plus I felt as if this league was sleeping on him, so I took a chance. And I got him at the end of the 6th. Okay? So that worked out. So I thought I had double picks, right? So I picked Alan Lazard, then went Dameon Pierce. I had my choice between him and who came after that for running backs? Or Penny was I was looking at. But it worked out because I got Penny at the bottom of the 8th, which worked out a lot. Because I wanted a starter. Because obviously Stevenson was gone. They weren't necessarily looking for Steven, but there's a long play. A.J. Dillon was gone. So I was perfectly okay with getting Pierce here. Russell Wilson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Buffalo defense went in the 7th round. Don't ask me why. Elijah Moore, Damian Harris, Kenneth Gainwell, Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the girl pick, which is a good pick. I'll give it that. Cordell Patterson, Kadarius Toney, Brandon Ayuk, Melvin Gordon. Starting the 8th round, Dawson Knox, Marquise Brown, Chase Claypool, T.J. Hockenson, Michael Thomas, Devontae Smith, Devin Singletary, Tony Pollard, Mooney, Thielen. Tampa Bay defense went in the 8th. I guess they really wanted a good defense, name brand defense. Then I was able to get Rashard Penny, another starter. So alongside of Jonathan Taylor and having Josh Allen at the helm, I have 4 wide receivers. I have Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, DK Metcalf, and Alan Lazard in 8 rounds. So I got my 4 stuff. And mind you, I had all 4 of those people that I had on my wide receiver 1 list. Does that mean they'll make it? No, but that's how high I believe in them. Number 9 I grabbed, I was the first pick in the 9th round, got Cole Kmet. He was somebody I always gunned for in the 9th round, so I'm glad I got him. Tucker, Deontay Johnson, and let's just go to my other picks. Round 10, I picked Romeo Dubs. He's my Alan Lazard insurance. Like Alan, I don't know exactly what Alan Lazard got going on now, but look, that's the reason why I picked Romeo Dubs. He's my Alan Lazard insurance, because he's the one that's going to play behind Sammy Watkins. We don't know exactly what's going on, but that's the reason why I picked Romeo Dubs. He's a rookie. He's attached to a Hall of Fame quarterback that's full of accuracy, can make it happen. And dudes, Aaron Rodgers said, hey, we might actually have to need this dude when he was starting knocking the rookies, and then he came out and actually did great. 11th round, I got Dan Carlson. I wanted a top-notch kicker, and nobody had picked one yet, so I took a chance. When I got Denver's defense, round 12. round 13, I picked Justin Fields. And I probably won't ever play Justin Fields, to be honest with you. I probably drop Justin Fields. And because it's somebody I'm looking at, and I may drop him. And I picked Mike Davis. I did drop right here in the 14th round, second to last round. I did pick him just because he's a star running back, but I probably would never play him. And I actually picked up Jaylen Warren for Pittsburgh. You guys know how I feel about him. I picked him up just in case something's wrong. Just in case something's wrong with Najee. He's on just the draft report, so, Jaylen Warren's not on here. Then I went Joshua Palmer. Again, Mike Williams insurance. If Mike Williams laid down or Keenan Allen lays down, guess what? I got the other receivers. So I have both wide receivers for a guy that threw for 5,000 yards last year and 38 touchdowns that would probably throw for 40 or 42 this year. So let me go back and roster. I don't want to see hers. I want to see mine. Hold on just a second. Okay, we're back. Here you go. This is my team. Team Profit. And here we go. We got Josh Allen at the helm. Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, currently in the starting lineup. Jonathan Taylor, Rashad Penny, currently playing. I got Rashad Penny in. I want to see how you do. See how much Pete Carroll run him on Monday night. Walker shouldn't play. Kenneth Walker III shouldn't play. Even if he does, he'll just be watching. Cole Kmet against my Niners. I got Alan Lazard at the flex. If he doesn't play, I'll play DK Metcalf. And I'll see what happens with the other receiving core. But I'll play DK because I actually have 4-star wide receivers. And so this is a two wide receiver and a flex. So he's on my bench, but he'll easily go in, put him into my lineup if Alan Lazard doesn't play. And I have Dameon Pierce on the bench, Romeo Doubs, Justin Fields, Joshua Palmer, Jaylen Warren, and Jameson Williams. Dan Carlson, and Denver. That is my starting lineup for week 1. That is my team in going Postal 12-team standard. Hey, I'm going to make another video showing my second team. Like, comment, subscribe to the video, guys. Let me know what you think. Didn't I go by my word? I think I did. I know I did. Let me know if you found any value in this video. Let me know. Press like, comment. I don't care if you leave a freaking emoji. Put something down there. Holla at your boy. Flawless Fantasy Football. Yee!